Hello and welcome back to Heat for a part 2. Today, as promised, I have got a base up and running. Today I will hopefully be able to show you a little bit how to buy and sell things for money and thus pay your upkeep, as well as possibly do some research and some farming. So, first of all, let me talk about what I've been doing. As I said, I've been building the space, and in order to safeguard it, you need to have this land claim. And this land claim can be crafted. It's called a land claim flag, used to claim a land deed. Only owners and authorized group members can place or collect structures on claimed land. Through daily payments, the flag protects its land from decay. Partial payment reduces decay, while full payments are rewarded with slow repair. Payments are deposited in the flag. The flag will only take damage from melee weapons and decay. Once the flag is destroyed, anyone can claim the land. So, let's put it inside. Once you have that, you will need to open it and put some money in there so that your land won't decay and only you have access to it. As you can see, tax is due in, there's an increment, and then how much of the money that I still have will be good for. Alright, but then how do I get money? Well, the easiest, if not currently only way to get money currently is the so-called shipping container. It can also be crafted. It costs 130 wood, and it's under stations, as you can see, 130 wood, used to sell items and order things from a catalog. So, if you go in there, what you can do is, as you can see, you have an inventory here where you can put things to sell them. So if I look into my inventory, I've gathered some flowers, some tobacco, some more flowers, then I have some grass and some hay. As you can see, the value is given once per unit and once as the whole what you've got. And as you can see, the total value of all the things that I've put in so far is $31. However, half of that is deducted as a fee for shipping. Once you put everything in that you want to sell, you can say ship and receive, and as you can see, it will take about 1 minute to receive your money. You can also do the opposite, not sell but buy. On this side, as you can see, there is a catalog from which you can, for instance, buy some tools, and the price here is already including the shipment fee. That's what I've already done to get myself a better iron woodcutter's axe, as that took quite a long time. But you can basically get a lot here. You can have melee weapons, range weapons, resources, tools. You can even get building materials, foodstuffs. So if you can't get enough food, you can also just buy food here. And yeah, you can basically get pretty much anything. As you can see, I've now received $50, 8 dimes, and 1 penny, which I can put into my inventory. Alright, seems like there's a fight going on outside, but let's not get too caught up with that. Next, I would like to introduce you to farming, or I'd like to learn about it myself as well. And for that, however, we will need a hoe. And we'll find that under tools, but first we have to research that by pressing B. Alright, so to research that we'll need 25 wood, 3 fiber, and 10 stone. Unfortunately, I just sold all my fiber, but let me check whether I still have some. There's definitely the wood that we'll need. And it seems like I sold all of my fiber. Not a good idea, but should happen. Fiber is pretty easy to get anyway. Alright, we now have the fiber, so pressing B again, we can go to stone hole research. Use to create and remove a 1x1 grid of cropland. Seed can only be placed on cropland. Are you sure you want to research? So this is how research works. You get the resources required for it, and then you use those resources. Alright, then after you've researched it, you can go into your inventory with tab, and it should appear under the equipment. So a stone hole takes another 3 fiber, 10 stone, and 25 wood. So the same amount that it took to research also needs to be used to build it. Alright, let's craft it. As you can see, the base is a little bit strange because most of the things didn't want to quite snap properly. Alright, there's another 60 seconds on it, but while we're at it, let's do some more research. Alright, the stone sides requires 1 sinew. Sinew can be gotten from killing animals. The easiest way to find animals is actually to use the hunter's chew, which then you'll get like some red effects where there should be some animals. Research the stone side as well. But as you can see, used to cut a 1x3 grid of grass or hay. The problem is it has to be crafted at a smithy. So let's go over to research and to the smithy. But as you can see, it requires first of all a repair bench. So we'll have to get that up and running as well. We might also want to get a kiln ready so that we can create some iron ingots later on. So let's research the kiln. Alright. That took a lot of clay. Clay can be easiest gotten in like watery areas with a shovel, and then you dig out the clay with the shovel. Although for every tile that you excavate, there'll be at maximum 1 clay, but usually less than 1 clay. So there'll only be clay on, let's say, every 2 in 3 of the tiles. Alright, so we have the hoe finished. I also have some mixed seeds, which I gathered while hitting the floor, mostly in areas where there's a lot of grass or other types of plant vegetation. Alright, let's check this out. And there you can see how it works. And that seems to have made us some fields, some plots where we can hopefully plant some crops. And while the crops grow, we can invest in a smithy, and then also hopefully a tile as soon as we have that up and running. Alright, let's see then. I equip my mixed seeds. Seems like the seeds have gone on the ground. And then we'll have to see what we actually need to do with those seeds. Looks a little bit like maggots to me actually, but it's seeds, I'm pretty sure. Almost done. Alright, we are done with it. Let's just see whether that grows or whether it will require water. We'll let it sit there for a while and we'll get started on the research for the smithy. Alright, for the smithy, first of all we'll need a repair bench, for which we'll need wood and iron ore. Iron ore can be gathered mostly by just, sometimes you get it by just hitting the ground, but more often than not it's probably easier by using your pickaxe and hitting stone nodes. Alright, let's get some more wood as well. And then we can get the repair bench research. And then we can get the smithy next, but as you can see it requires clay. And as I said, you can get clay down by rivers or lakes, but honestly it takes way too long in the amounts that you need. So I find it a lot easier just to go to the catalog, go to resources, and then it costs 5 cents per clay, which honestly isn't all that much considering how much longer it would take to actually get it yourself. So we have 50, so let's get another, or let's just get another 50 so we have some more for later. And as you can see, that cost me $2.25. And then we just put in the order. The money is automatically going to go in the receiving thing, and we'll have to wait for 1 minute to get that. If, for instance, you wanted to research the scythe as well, and you weren't able to find anything new from the animals, you would also be able to, for instance, just buy that here. So it is quite useful. Alright, we also have the kiln finished. Let's just check out the kiln, how much it will cost. But it is another 125 clay, so we should have probably ordered some more actually, but we could just do that next. Alright, let's see whether our order has arrived yet. Indeed it has. And we'll go back into resources and order 150 more for another about $7. Alright. Let's go ahead and research the smithy then. Let's see where it is, also on the stations. Alright, I'll need 15 iron ore as well. So let's check in my chest whether I have some more iron ore. Or did I already have the iron ore with me? No. Seems like I might have used it all up. Oh yeah, true, I used it up while researching the smithy, so let's make a kiln instead. And we'll have to wait for that iron ore. I might have to make a cut in between until I have the necessary iron ore, since I'm pretty sure iron ore was pretty expensive to buy. Let's just check. Iron ore, yeah, it takes $8.40 per iron ore, which is quite heavy, quite expensive. Alright, the kiln will take a lot of time to finish. In the meantime, we can probably sell some more things. Alright, I have some more hay. I'll keep the fiber for now. Some flowers, some more red poppies, some of this, some sticks which I can sell. That's probably about it. Still seems to be some fighting on going outside. So I'm a bit scared to go outside because I only have a bow and they have guns which more or less kill you instantly. I also have some rock which can be used as fertilizer, which I would like to honestly see. So let's take that outside. But it seems like not really working. Fiber can be used to process fertilizer or other resources, so it has to be processed into fertilizer first. That was the sound of the money bin. Let's go outside and get the money. And then as soon as we've placed the kiln, I'll make a cut to go gather some iron ore so that we can make that smithy. Alright, 26 seconds left on the kiln. Maybe we can go look at some more research while that is happening. Level 10, I can get some better tools, which will require bone, which I have, some money, some other stuff. Alright. We could research these small water skins so that I don't always have to go to the water. That's actually one of the reasons I'm actually close to the water, because you need water quite often and you don't want that to take up too much time. Alright, I have some hide here. Let's go ahead and research the water skin. The next one also requires level 10, which I don't have yet. Let's just check what level 8. And I also have what to spend. Alright, let's also see whether we can make one of those. Craft. And then I'll go ahead and equip the kiln. Oh my, that is indeed quite large. Let me just see whether I can place that up on top somewhere. Or whether it has to be placed close to the ground. Nope. I'll just place it right here. And then as you can see, you can put the materials in, you can put fuel in. Every type of different fuel will have a different temperature. And then on this eye icon here, you can see the recipe which you can currently use. So for instance, in the kiln, you can make clay, bricks. So you can make bricks from clay, or you can make clay jugs, clay watering jugs. So I'll go ahead and possibly check that one out as well. But you have to research those first, even if they are in there as a recipe. Okay, let's check in on the watering jugs then possibly. It will be where? Good question. Next question. Bucket. Oh, here we go. Clay watering jug formula. Yes. Which means we can now make a clay watering jug. Alright. I will now go out and see whether I can collect some iron ore. And I will see you as soon as I have some, so that we can make that smithy. Alright, welcome back. I've finally found all of the iron ore that I needed, and I've already processed it into a smithy. One of the plants actually seems to have grown a little bit as well, but as you can see, the earth is quite cracked, which would mean to me that it's probably dry and needs watering. So I've also gone ahead and built a laboratory and at that laboratory some clay watering jug formulas, which we can then process at the kiln. I also have some more in here which are being made for another 10 seconds. I'm also taking with me some copper ore, so that we can actually smelt something in the smithy. And then I'll also take some charcoal with me from the chest. Alright, charcoal, there we go. And let's head up and place the smithy and get those formulas ready. Alright, so put the formulas in the kiln. As you can see, one clay watering jug formula gives you one clay jug. I'll put 2 of those in initially, and I'll put some sticks in there as fuel. Then I'll go ahead and equip the smithy as well. And we can place that one down. Alright, as you can see here, we can make tools here. But it also seems like we are not able to make ingots here, so I'll have to check where that is actually possible, because it's not possible in the kiln or the smithy, as far as I can see right now. Let's go ahead and check in this menu then. The kiln research after that is a well. And this is stoves and the like. Bathing tubs. Armory research. Smithy. But I already have that. Sawmill. Oh, that's quite interesting because I didn't see a recipe for it at the fireplace either. As you can see, they are slowly now turning into clay watering jugs. But it's taken quite a while, but at least while it's doing that, it's also producing charcoal, which is nice. Alright, as you can see here, if you go into the kiln, you can, with 70 stone, 20 more iron ore, and 50 wood, you can turn that into a smelter. And with the smelter, I assume you will be able to make ingots as well, even though it says used to produce cement bricks, clay and glass items. Alright, I will see you back when I have that iron. Alright, and I'm back. Unfortunately, it took me quite a while since I couldn't find any actual iron nodes, and additionally I had to upgrade it twice, not just once but twice, in order for me to be able to process ingots here. But as soon as you have it to level 3, the kiln, smelter, and last is a upgraded smelter. Or, well, at least it has 3 different tiers, and only on the 3rd tier can you actually make ingots with it. As soon as you do, as you can see here, as you can't see here, but if you can see here, it requires 15 of each ore to make 1 ingot. So I've put some copper in there, and then I will add some wood. And then you should see in a second that a red bar appears here, which will show the there we go, the progress of it smelting into ingots. And as a side product, I'll be making charcoal, which I can then put in as soon as the fuel has burnt out. You can also put iron ore in there to make iron ingots. And you can basically put any kind of fuel in there. Grass, defecation, rot, hay, firewood, sticks, charcoal, and even fat. I'll put some sticks in here so we can make some more charcoal. While that's burning, I can also show you the farm, which has finally finished growing. It took quite a long time. As you can see, there's a wide variety of things here. For instance, green cabbage, we have tomatoes, we have parsnips somewhere, carrots as well. But it seems like somebody else has been stealing some of my stuff. Oh, sorry, turnips, not parsnips. And I've also figured out a bit more how the farming actually works. So we've been more or less doing it correctly. Initially you take out the hoe to make out the plots, then you put down the seeds, and then it will just grow. And you can leave it like it is and it will finish. However, 2 things that you can do is water and fertilize, and both of those seem to have similar effects. Watering and fertilizing increases both the speed at which it grows and also increases the quality or the possibility of getting good quality. So for instance, you can get normal cotton and fine cotton, and you can get the same for tomatoes. You can get normal tomatoes and fine tomatoes. And as soon as they've grown, you don't need a special tool. You can just go to the tile and harvest them. Alright, that's more or less it on farming. And then we will go back inside because I want to show you something special for the end of the video, and that is sort of, well, it's not an exploit, but it's something which is currently probably not the way it's supposed to be, and that is tobacco pipes. Each of the tobacco pipes sells for $68 and they can be crafted from just 1 single wood at the craftsman's bench, which means it's quite an efficient way to make money currently. You can simply pop them in here, and as you can see from 3 I've already making $102, and 3 of those take about 7 minutes and 20 seconds, which means it's a lot of money pretty quickly. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you've learned a little bit something today. If you have any questions about this game, post them in the comments and I will try to answer them. Of course, I won't be able to answer all of them because I am as well just learning this game right now. So that's also one of the reasons I haven't posted any guides on this game yet. Actually, one more thing, the pipe you have to learn first under apparel, and then you have to scroll to the right. As you can see, some copper ingots were made here. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.